All right, we're live. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, Miriddle. Actually, it's Miriddle. That's what Ro was saying, and then I asked him or her.
Okay.
It's actually Miriddle.
Sweet. I call him.
So
I won't ever get it right. I'll call it something different every time.
yeah.
Hey,
so Miriddle,
Mr. President. We have a funny thing going, me and Skipper do. So I call him Mr. President.
Yeah, I've heard. Welcome, Skippers. The link is pinned in chat. I think my mother told me that he might join. Fijon Tangtix, welcome.
Fijon.
Welcome, Gina French.
Miss Gina.
Welcome, Mains, Tails, Fern, Fins. Thank you, Jess, for being here.
I didn't actually sleep through it this time.
Welcome, Olivia. Welcome, Scott's Aquatics.
BTW Aquatics.
BTW. So the topic for today is, I think it's going to be plants. Welcome, Danikin Aquatics.
Okay.
And Kenny, if you want to come up, I think
Kenny knows a lot about plants.
Yeah. So Kenny, the link is pinned. So if you want to come up, you're more than welcome to.
I've got some news about Rocco, if anybody's been wondering. He's in Texas, and they're getting hit worse than I'm getting hit. And I'm getting hit pretty bad. What they got, I'm getting hit with now. They've been out of power Rocco was out of power for 24 hours. He has lost some fish, but he's nursing some kind of, I think, kind of OB peacock or something like that. And then, but they said the power is back on. No, I'm sorry, power is not back on yet because he sent it to me from his phone, an email. So y'all keep him in your prayers if that's how you do it. We hope that that the power comes back on and he doesn't lose many fish.
Yeah. We haven't had a power out here.
Oh, so Danny is in chat, not Kenny. Well, hey, Miss Danny.
So Danny, if you want to come up.
Oh, wait. Okay. Did I read that wrong? Okay, hang on. I'm at work and Danny is the plant. Okay, so it is Kenny. He's just saying that Danny's the plant lady. Okay, I get it.
Oh, okay. Welcome, John Mackenzie.
Hey, Greg.
And hi, and welcome, Greg the Guppy Guy. So hi, Danikin Aquatics.
Right. We'll get that right in a minute.
That's what we'll say.
That's right.
Danikin Aquatics.
I know, right? I don't know. I read it wrong, and then because I know sometimes Danny will come in, and we call her Kenny but anyway, most of the time it's Kenny though.
Yeah. So I think we could start our plants off with floaters.
Floaters.
Duckweed is one.
I can show some.
Frogbit is another one. Duckweed grows pretty fast, but
yeah. So does Frogbit. Let me show you some. I got.
I just can't get enough duckweed.
I've got. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's not going to show. Look.
Oh my god.
Okay, hang on. Let me see.
Well, now you're glitching. Well, not glitching, but your fingers and stuff. We can't see.
Okay, hang on. I can fix that. I just won't have a green screen. Let me just turn it off.
Welcome, Shettyfish, and Miriddle Singh said the invisible frog bit.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. The frog bit. There's frog bit, and it's bigger than duckweed. In comparison, this is duckweed. This is frog bit, and this is duckweed on my finger. Oh. So it's a big difference. But mine grow like in the same, they grow side by side. think eventually that the frog bit will take over the duckweed. Like it will grow it out. Like it'll take it like
Yeah.
suffocate. It'll suffocate it. But I'm trying to get rid of a lot of my duckweed to only just a few tanks and stick with the frog bit because it has the longer roots, and I like the longer roots, and it's easier to maintain. I got this from Greg, the guppy guy. He brought me some of that.
I've never had frog bit.
Yeah, it's I like it a lot better than the duckweed. And then there's also, what's your next one? Because I've got a different one to show too. That's also a floater.
I don't have a list, so I was thinking like water lettuce would be a cool one, or dwarf water lettuce.
I don't have water lettuce, and Greg is going to have to tell me what this is. I don't remember the name of it, but it's also a floater. Let me see if I can get it.
One second.
Close enough. Ooh, and I'm not flipping anybody off. It's a floater, and it makes like a mat on top of the water, like a solid mat. It's awesome. I really, really like it, especially for live bears. Let me see if I can pick it up and give you a different angle here. Maybe you can see it.
My riddle said looks like Riccia.
Riccia. Riccia. It's Riccia. That's what it is. Riccia.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. Is it Riccia? Something like that. Riccia is what I'm calling it. But that's it right there. And it makes a mat on top. I've actually got a tank that's making a mat in, but I can't show it right now. But this is some awesome stuff too. I really, really like it. Now, I know that the frog bit and the duckweed pull out a lot of, nitrates, one of them, out of the water. Like it's really, really, really good for that. I don't know if the Riccia does that or not. So somebody in chat would have to tell us that.
Welcome Mismatched Socks and Pride Moore's Fish and More. And John McKenzie.
William Pradmore. You don't have any duckweed and you killed your frog bit? William, when it warms up, I'll send you some. I've got so much. I'm drying my duckweed out and making it so that it'll make
Infusoria.
Infusoria. Yep. I'll show you.
I can't make infusoria. I don't know how to.
You don't have any duckweed?
I have some duckweed. I don't know where it all goes to. I feel like it keeps disappearing. There's some in my guppy tank and it just keeps disappearing.
Do you have snails in your guppy tank? Do you have snails?
Mystery snails? No, I don't have any snails or shrimp. No invertebrates in that one. But in that one, there are
in those ones.
But
see, I got one. Take this off. Now so that it's almost a dust. I've dried it out so much now that it's almost a dust.
Wow.
And I've got that much so far. But I just
dry it out. Do you just like put it on like a plate or something?
Well, once I pull it out of the tank, I take and put it on. I'm gonna get this out of my way since I'm not doing the green screen.
Okay.
In fact, I've got some I'm drying out right now. I've just got one of these mats. It's that plastic mesh, and I take and I use one of these.
Yeah. The crochet egg crate or something.
Yeah, well, it's the same thing. It's that plastic mesh. It's just a smaller piece. And it really, really gets it out of the tank really easy, like real easy. And then I just take and I put it on this because the water can drain out of the bottom. And then I actually take and I set it under, well, you can't see. I set it under this lamp on top of this tank right there, and it dries out.
That duckweed, that little thing of duckweed that you had is more duckweed than that we have in this entire house.
Oh my gosh. Well, like I said, when it warms up, I'll send you some too.
That you had is more duckweed.
Skipper.
Hello.
Mr. President.
Hello.
A couple minutes late. I apologize for that.
What?
Said I was a couple minutes late.
Oh, did you fall asleep? Is that what you said?
No, I had to deal with something.
Oh.
BTW said, question, does anyone here call their local water company about flushing the system? After hard rains, they also use more chlorine in the water.
No, I have an issue with my water right now. Because of the weather we're having, I had a water pipe bust at my barn. And we got the backwater cut off yesterday evening. But since then, I've had dirt in my water. But it's not from that. Something else happened. There must have been a water main bust somewhere else. And since then, my water is dirty.
Wow.
It's going to take it time to flush out. I hope they don't use chlorine to flush. I wish they just let it flush itself out.
Yeah, they use chlorine to treat the water.
Yeah.
And sometimes they do. I know this because I deal with this here in town, being on borough council. Sometimes it depends on where they're getting their water from, if they got to add more chemicals or not.
Kenny E. Welcome.
Figured I'd at least come up and say hello. My customer's out driving, so I had time to come up.
Hey, Kenny.
Welcome.
What are you all doing?
What's up,
Good.
Kenny?
We talking about plants.
Yeah, and I'm the world expert on those, as we all know.
Well, you're better than I am.
Plants ain't my thing, Brianne. My cichlids just eat them up.
I didn't know that. Well, do all cichlids eat it?
No, but most of the ones I do,
Oh,
they dig them up and just the severums I got in the one tank eat the heck out of them.
now do they eat duckweed and like floaters too?
I can get away with the floaters. I do have floaters in there. So I guess you're right, Jess. You're making me look good. I do have some water lettuce in there. So I guess that does count as a plant, right?
Yep. That counts as a plant.
Yeah, my guppies try and eat the duckweed.
The only thing that I've got that's eating the duckweed is the mystery snails, and they eat the heck out of it.
The other thing that will eat it that I have, I put
Turtles.
duckweed in the silver dollar tank, and they eat the heck out of the duckweed.
I've heard that too, that they eat dang near everything.
Yeah, I can put a big old bag full in there, and it's gone within 2 days.
Turtles eat duckweed too.
Goldfish.
Goldfish, yep, goldfish. In fact, the person that I sell a lot of duckweed to has both goldfish and turtles, and they get it from me to eat, for them to eat.
The other thing I found, when you're starting to get lots of duckweed, it's usually you've got a ton of nutrients in the water. That's the only time it explodes like that too. So that tells you got a lot of nutrients in the water.
Yeah. I'm getting some tanks that are starting to get green water. Or I say green water. Or it's a really, really good reflection of the duckweed. But I think it's more green water than duckweed.
Oh, John McKenzie just corrected me again. I forgot. I do have the mangroves growing in my mud skipper tank too.
Do you have your roots out? Do you have it up? What depth do you have yours planted at?
I just had to redo them, Jess, because I didn't have them deep enough.
Not deep
so
enough.
Because I had a bunch of rock in that mud skipper tank and then put sand on it so I could get more elevation without having to use as much sand. And a couple of weekends ago, I had to yank all that out and re-put sand, and I put a couple of blockers. So I have it now in about a 6-inch deep sand bed.
Okay, let me. Where'd it go? Oh.
Welcome Muppet 929.
Okay, so here's mine. Well, there's mine, and it's pretty long. So somebody
I would
told
put
me
those.
it wanted the roots to be out of the water, but I tried that and it got real flimsy and it started losing leaves. So I put it back to about right there, which is, way above where the roots are.
What I do, Jess, if you go down further, I go right where the roots start to. Right
Down
there
here?
is where I. Yep. No. Keep going up. Right
brown.
there. Where the brown is under, and where that green is above.
Okay, so right where about the brown is starts.
Yep.
Okay.
What salt water do you have those in?
Nope, I don't have. These are the they're not salt water, they're fresh water. They could be both, I guess. These are the red ones.
Yeah, I've got red mangroves, and mine are in my brackish water tank, and they are thriving. I've got one right now that's probably a good 1.5 feet tall now.
Yeah, mine aren't really growing; they're just sustaining. I was gonna.
I think they actually like a little salt. Those plants. Because in the wild, they're in these saltwater marshes, is where they're at.
Yeah. Huh. Well, I might make them their own tank then.
So I lied to you guys. I guess I do know something about a couple plants, but I shouldn't talk. I'm starting to get better. Danny's got me. She puts all these little notes on each tank so I can start to learn the plants. So I'm starting to get a little better with them.
Yeah, and I don't remember what. Oh, look, I'm starting to get some baby roots come off of it. Let's see if I can show it. Right there. See it right there? It says roots right there. Those are
Nice.
new. Those haven't been there.
So
Those
has it's just been kind of floating in your tank, or what?
Yeah,
Have you?
I kind of have it propped up in the tank like that, up against the edge of it.
I bet you it'll take off if you get those roots into some substrate.
Really? Okay.
You know what? You probably could rock that in as one of your ponds outside, but that natural sunlight, that thing will probably go crazy.
Yeah, and that's what I'm hoping that this spring. I'm just trying to sustain them until this spring when I can get them outside, and then I think they will take off. But yeah, I just have them.
I think she froze.
Is it just me, or did Jess freeze?
No, she froze.
Yeah, I'm relying on the 5G network of T-Mobile, so I'm like, ooh, I don't know if I'm going to get service or not, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, Jess said that she might have a power outage soon, sometime today. But
we're finally defrosted. We're back up to it's 42 degrees here today. So
Nice. That's right. They're doing them rolling power outages down her way. Holly Gibbs, that is a red mangrove plant she has in her hand.
if you have a brackish water tank, that mangrove is the stuff, man. The only fear I have right now, the only thing I can foresee, I've already had to adjust the tank once, and I'm probably going to have to install those lights up above, way above the tank now, because those things are starting to grow. Once they outgrow the room, I don't know what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
Pride Morris Fish and More said, I use whatever octopus plant for a floating plant.
Yeah, that's good stuff too.
I haven't had a lot of these plants.
Guppy grass is always a good one.
Stuff.
If you have guppies, that always is good.
Welcome, Big J's Fish Keeper. Chevy Fish said, my crayfish loves duckweed too.
Yeah.
You know, we have self-cloning crayfish. The thing, we had to basically redo their tank and go to an old-fashioned undergravel filter system because those darn crayfish were eating our sponge filters. I think crayfish will eat just about anything.
Oh, wow.
That's interesting.
Welcome, Monster Fish Gal.
Oh, shoot, guys, I hate to say it, but it looks like my customer's back already. That's not good. He said he was taking it to a mechanic, so that can't be good. So, Bree, I just wanted to come, Brianne, I wanted to come up, say hello, and it looks like I got to get back to work.
Okay, well, have fun.
Peace
As
out,
Jess
everybody.
would say, don't work too hard.
Never do. You guys have a great day. Good to see you, skippers. Jess, if you're out there still listening, good to see you. And Brianne, thanks for having me up.
Well, thank you for coming.
Yep. Take care, guys.
All right, we'll see.
Geek Boy said maybe the brine shrimp tube, Jess. Well, I mean, like, I'm reading it like Jess is here. I don't know what happened to her.
I think she might have had a power outage.
Yeah. Oh, she's coming back.
Hey,
I think she
Welcome
might-
back.
my it may do it again. I can't say it won't. What it is our because of the weather, our Wi-Fi sites or whatever, the towers are freezing, and everybody is on because they're home, so everybody's on the internet, and so it's slowing everybody's internet down, and it's kicking me off. So it might do it again.
Okay. Well, Geek Boy said, hold on, let me find it. Geek Boy, well, welcome, Geek Boy. And Geek Boy said maybe the brine shrimp tube, Jess.
What do you mean, maybe the brine shrimp?
Chevy Fish said my barbs love duckweed.
Are you saying that put it in my brine shrimp?
Well, is brine shrimp like slightly saltwater?
It is, but I mean, like that water's bubbling. Like I could make another tank and just put them in it, but really they need to really get used to the salt, if they're going to grow, they're going to have to grow in the fresh water, because I don't think I'm going to make another tank just for them, because then it would have to be in my house, because I'm not going to have a saltwater outside other than that tank that I do use to grow out my adult brine shrimp. So if that's what he's talking about, maybe. But the only problem with that is it doesn't work during the winter. So I don't maintain that tank during the winter, and they would outgrow that tank because it's only a 20 long. So they really just need to get used to freshwater. And if they're not going to make it in freshwater, I don't need them.
Yeah.
But I was told that they could be put in freshwater. But who knows? But they've lasted. I've had them for several months now. And if that one right there is starting to put out some roots, then something's okay with it.
Maybe it'll just grow slower.
Maybe. Now I do. Okay, so the other difference is my tanks do have a little salt in them, because when I feed my brine shrimp, I don't rinse them. I use the water that they are in, and I just go around and squirt in all my tanks. So by the time I do a water change, there is a certain amount of salt in the tank, but not enough to hurt anything, but maybe just enough to make it happy. I mean, it's possible.
Maybe.
So we'll see. I've got 2 betas, still trying to breed out 2 betas right now, and these betas are driving us crazy right now. It's either the male or the female. Oh, and I lost my white female, my big ear Dumbo white female, the one that was the killer, but then had eggs But I've been trying to find a male that'll go with her.
And then she got killed?
No, she just died. She didn't get killed. She died. I don't know why. She was not with a male at that time, but she had a gill that I thought might have been hung open, but I couldn't tell for sure. But I don't know if maybe there was something wrong with that or not. But yeah. So now I'm going to have to buy 2 more and have them sent from Thailand and try again. Because that's where them 2 came from. I had bought 2. The first one died within a month of having it. And then the second one just now died. And it sucks because those were the only 2 big ear I had. I've got Dumbos, but that was the only big ear I had. So we'll see. And that one male Dumbo that I had went and bought the other day made 1 bubble nest, but then when I needed him to make a new bubble nest, wouldn't. It was ringing around the betas to try to get them to breed.
Yeah.
So I've got one right now that's got a nest made, and he's got a female in there with him, but he just won't do anything other than build the nest. He ain't fighting her. She's not fighting him. They just living together.
Yeah. Holly gives welcome and
Hey, Holly.
said 17 degrees here and snowing. Luna, my dog, loves it. I posted a short video of her.
I've got a video to post of my dogs playing in snow.
Welcome, fantastic fish friends. Gina French said just may take time to fully convert over, especially if they were in a brackish environment.
Okay. Yeah, I've had them for a while, but somebody told me that they needed to be planted. Just some of the roots needed to be. I needed to pull them out so that some of the roots were dry, and then the rest of the roots were in the water, like they grow in.
Out in the wild.
Thank you. And when I did that, they got flimsy and started losing leaves. So I put them back where they were.
For floaters, red root floaters is another floater.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love red root floaters, but I don't think I had enough light for them at the time.
I don't know any other floaters. So there's duckweed.
Oh, Salvinia. There's Salvinia.
There's what?
Salvinia. I don't have any Salvinia right now, or I'd show you. Salvinia is what has taken over our lakes. We, in fact, Lake Vistano, they drain it every year right after Labor Day because the Salvinia takes over so bad. But this year, it may not come back. It may all have froze because it don't like cold at all. And we haven't had a cold like this before. So it may go ahead and kill it all off. But yeah, Salvinia is one. It looks a lot like frog bit, but it's doesn't seem to have quite as thick of a leaf, and it's kind of got like a reddish hue to it. It does get long roots on it too, but it doesn't have as thick of a plant wall, I guess, as the frog bit does, but it has a red hue to it. That's what Salvinia looks like.
Chevy Fish said pearlweed can be a floater. I float mine.
I would love some pearlweed. I want some so bad.
You also can float your water sprite.
Yeah, and you can float your water wisteria. Or you can plant it. What else?
What about guppy grass?
You can float guppy grass. I think, though, it'll tend to... Well, I say you can float it. Yeah, you can float it. I think Salvinia is furry. Holly. To me, it is. It is to me.
Welcome Fishymon64 and S. Hello, Chubbs.
Chub.
Chubs.
Missions on 400.
Chevy fish floats. Floats for gubby grass.
That's all I know for floaters. I mean, maybe hornwort. You might be able to float.
Yeah, yes, you can float hornwort.
Yeah, Fantastic Fish Friend said that.
Yeah, I can
Him
put it in
and
the ground.
that.
I cannot plant hornwort. It just I don't want no more hornwort at all.
Me
No
neither.
more. I don't want no more of it.
I just got some because I've never had some.
Well, it doesn't like my water. I really don't think it does because it just eventually turns brown, and then all those things, or it takes forever to get them out of the water.
I just got my first hornwort 4 days ago, and it's already doubled in size.
Awesome. Did you plant it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can float hornwort too.
Did you say anything about water lettuce? You talking about floaters?
Water lettuce and dwarf water lettuce.
That's all I got. I don't have anything else that I've got some water wisteria with that new light that I've got that is literally burning it.
Huh.
Wow.
And it's burning up the duckweed. That's weird. It's not doing it in the other two tanks. Why is it doing it in this tank?
Big J's Fish Keeper said, I like floating water hyacinth.
Yeah.
Yeah, water hyacinth. That's another good one. We can get water hyacinth in the summertime off of my lake, but that's what brought in that. What were we talking about the other day?
The
other night. That nasty green blue bacteria.
Oh, it starts with C.
Yeah. Anyway, that stuff. That's what brought it into my tank, was that from the house. But now I know what to do when I bring something in.
Cyanobacteria.
There you go. That's an S. Or is it a C?
C.
Okay, C. Yeah, cyanobacteria. Correct.
Good afternoon, Peplin Creek Aquatics.
Peplin.
The next category is mosses. There's Java moss,
Love mosses.
willow moss,
Hilo. Willow. Christmas moss.
Marimo moss.
Like the moss ball.
Yeah, the Marimo moss ball.
Peacock.
Peat moss. Yeah. Is Subwassertang a moss?
Yes. No.
I don't know. I don't know exactly.
Sort of.
It grows the same way moss does.
Flame moss. Fantastic Fish Friend said.
I don't have any of it.
Big J said Reese's moss.
Reese's moss. Oh, Fishymon says, I bet you're talking about the Miramo is an algae. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, it's a natural rolled algae that comes from streams.
Yeah, it's not really a moss. It's more of an algae.
Yeah. Chubb said
Taiwan
moss.
I don't have Taiwan either.
Welcome, Deborah Sanders. And Olivia, my sister, posts the link to my Discord server in chat.
You have a Discord?
Yes, I made one.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a few people on it right now. Well, not like right now, but there's a few people that have joined. Yeah, there's 10 members, I guess, members that are in the server. Crystal Meriddle Singh said crystalwort also is known as Rikia.
Crystal wart?
Yeah.
Never heard of that.
Welcome, Petzotic / multiple aquariums. Greg the Guppy Guy said, I have Spanish moss hanging in my fish room, but not in the tanks. The next category could be carpet plants. There's dwarf hairgrass, there's Monte Carlo. That's all I know.
Pearlweed.
Pearlweed. There's probably more. Dwarf baby tears.
I want some dwarf baby tears.
All things fish, welcome.
That man knows a lot about plants right there.
All things fish said, did someone say let's talk plants?
Yeah.
If you want to come up, the link's in chat. Chubbs said dwarf sag. I think that's Sagittaria. Meriddle Singh said DHG, Pearlweed, Monte Carlo,
What's wrong?
Marsilia.
I'll be right back, Bree.
Okay. My sister said, I don't know anything about aquatic plants. S said crypts, and then S also said, but Amazon swords. Well, the next category could be background plants. For background plants, I would use Amazon swords. Those are good ones. Welcome.
Yeah, there's a lot of plants that you could use as a carpeting plant that aren't really carpeting plants. Such I'll show you. I have actually Rotala Atra Vietnam that's starting to carpet in my tank.
That's cool.
You can see it right there. Along with Rotala rundifolia. You could also use crypts as carpeting plants as well. Yep.
Petzotic said Jungle Val is another good background plant.
Okay.
Yep, that's good background.
Hey, Diego. All things fish. Fantastic fish friends.
Yep.
Fantastic Fish Friend said some bulb plants stay short.
As far as the dwarf sedge, I just planted some dwarf sedge in this one a couple weeks ago, and it's already starting to spread out.
That's cool. Yeah, the only plants I've ever had are crypts, hornwort, marima moss balls. I've had dwarf hairgrass, Amazon swords, Java ferns, and a type of Anubius. and duckweed.
Yep.
But that's all I've ever had.
Yep. Yeah, you can use a lot of stem plants as carpeting plants, but you just have to be on top of them so they don't get too tall.
Yeah, that's what Meriddle said. You can carpet rotalas and most stem plants if you put work in.
Yeah.
Holly Gibbs said, "Is that multi-substrate tank in Chubbs?"
Yeah. With the Rotala, yeah.
I'll be right back. So if you could
Yep.
reach that for me, I'll be back in like 2 minutes.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah, growing good. See one of those golden barbs. A couple of them.
What are our potted? A pungitums?
Aponogeton.
Aponogetons? What are those?
They're bulb plants.
Oh,
It's like the Madagascar lace and stuff like that. There's a Aponogeton limnifolia. You see the curly leaf plant?
Diego,
That's an
when I turn my thing off, you can't see my logo?
No, you're on there.
I can see it.
Okay.
Okay, I'm back now.
S.
What'd S say?
They're all just floating, start floating, and I just say screw it and let them float.
That's right.
Monster Fish Guy says there's no logo. I wonder why we can see it and they can't.
I don't know. I can see it.
What are you talking
Neither we can see it. This, you can.
Yeah, I see it.
I can see it too, but they can't see it.
Actually, as far as floating goes,
I see it. I have it pulled up on YouTube and I can see it.
Luigi Repents does good floating too.
All right.
Well, that's weird because I have it pulled up on YouTube, and whenever you turn your camera off, I
see it too on YouTube.
I see it. I mean, I see everybody's.
I don't know. Some people can see it, some people can't. No biggie.
Meriddle said I can see it, Jess. Some people are saying I can see it now.
I don't know.
What's up, Kenny?
Some people are saying it's back now.
I don't know.
Well, as long as it's there, that's good. I was thinking about connecting my phone to the stream and then showing you guys the betas.
Yeah.
Sure. But I might be MIA for the next few days.
Why?
I'm going to get in the woods.
In the woods. Were you going to hunt?
Going camping.
Huh? You're what?
Going to hang out in the woods for a few days.
Are you going to hide?
Just going camping.
Oh.
But yeah. Going, as the Aussies would say, I'm going on a walkabout.
There you go. Go on a walkabout.
Fishymon64 said, "Just we see it."
Okay, good deal.
Good morning, Priscilla, MK. Glad you made it. Yeah, this stream is a bit earlier than I've been doing it, because I just started streaming not that long ago, so I'm kind of finding a right time, but I have a new set time that I'm going to do it. So the first week I did it at 2 o'clock, and last week I did it at 2:40. This week I started at 1 o'clock. But next week going forward, it's gonna be from 4 to 5, just because
Wait, what time?
4 to 5.
Okay.
Because in the future, when I actually go back to school, actual school, I won't get out of school I won't get home until 3:30. So, and then I have dinner at 3:30. So after that, then it'd work. 4 to 5 would work, no matter what was happening.
Makes sense.
Right on. Yeah, well, I gotta get to packing my stuff, leaving out early in the morning. Going camping, hiking, hunting, trapping, all that good stuff.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah, it should be fun.
Okay. Well, thanks for coming up.
I appreciate you having me up. All right, y'all have a good one. Talk with y'all later.
Bye.
Bye.
Y'all.
Jess is frozen again.
Yeah, she is.
Well, the next plant, I don't really know what to do for the next plant because we did moss, and carpets and floaters, background plants. For me, I put hornwort in the back of my tanks. Well, at the back of the scape. Amazon swords, jungle vallisneria, corkscrew vallisneria works as well.
Java fern.
Java fern. I actually have Java fern in the front of my discus tank.
It's all going to depend on the size of how big your tank is, too.
Yeah. Take care, Geek Boy. Thanks for coming. Anubius is a plant that I put in the front. Same with crypts.
Yep.
That's really all the plants I have. I mean, I have fake plants, but those go in the back of my tank. Because I like to have the most area from the middle to the front, just because I feel like the fish are out there more, and then I can see them. Planted tanks that are fully planted out, where there's a plant in every part of the tank. Those are cool, but I just don't like them if I was going to keep smaller fish, because I feel like if I had say a 30-gallon tank and I had it full of plants and there was lots of neon tetras in there, then I feel like if one died, then it would go in a place that I wouldn't know where it is, and then it was just rot there. Riddle Singh said background plants: Vallisneria, Ludwigia, Bacopas, Rotellas, something like that. Crypts, large swords, larger Anubius, hairgrass, not the dwarf kind, hygrophillas, limnophillas, and tons more. Chevy Fish said Amazon sword and many larger swords. Crinum calamistridum, I don't know, but that one. Oh, Fantastic Fish Friends said banana plants, foreground and midground. Those are nice. I like banana plants. I have a banana plant that has 2 roots going down into the substrate, which is nice.
There's just so many different varieties of plants out there where
Yeah.
where it ranges from beginners to well-seasoned aquarists that know what they're doing with like the CO2, the proper fertilization. And then you got lighting you got to worry about.
Yeah. Yeah, I have like a small variety of plants I keep. I really like Marima moss balls. I just recently started keeping them. Same with the hornwort. That grows faster than I thought. I have some dwarf hair grass. A plant that's called bush plant. That's what it was called at my LFS. So, yeah. Duckweed. I have some sort of carpet plant, well, tissue culture in my shrimp tank, along with a Marima moss ball. I have a banana plant in one of my beta tanks, Amazon sword, Java fern, and Anubius. And that's all I keep. I want to get frog bit eventually. Deborah Sanders said a dwarf aquarium lily and tiger lotus.
Yeah, that's nice plants.
Chevy Fish said rhizome plant category. Interesting. Yeah, I hope Jess comes back. Well, now we know that her internet towers are going down every so often, but yeah. There's like so many plants, but there's not many that I know of. Oh, Jess is coming back now.
Sorry.
Welcome back.
Like I said, it's probably going to do it again, but I'll be here when I can.
Yeah.
I have to completely wait for it to go out and then come back. Ooh, I've got Anubius and Java fern. I don't know what Bobotis is. Or boo. I think I have some booze.
I've seen booths.
I love Taiwan lilies. I've got a bunch of them.
My mother, well, we're trying to transition from fake plants to live plants. Just because we would like clean the fake plants
Yeah.
every so often, and with the live plants we just put them in and they just, it's nice to see them grow and they actually like clean your water.
Yeah.
So they're just better than fake plants.
Yes. Yes, they are. I am I think I said in Rose stream this morning that I am decided for a while there I was going to go with just bare bottom for my grow outs.
Yeah.
But I decided that with our weather, never know when the electricity is going to go out, all that good stuff. Yes, I have a generator, but we need to run, the refrigerator and that kind of stuff with the generator. So, and the heat, but I'm going with planted tanks just all the way. That way, if electricity goes out, I can go for days without electricity. So it's the heat that is but it would kill mine, the lack of heat.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't be because of the plants.
Welcome, Edgar Reyes.
If I keep getting more, I'll look into getting a small generator just for the fish room, but that's later.
Yeah, we have a generator, but we have so many fish tanks.
Yeah. I would have, golly, look at all the plugs I've got. I don't know how they'd have to be a generator with like 20 to 30 freaking just plugs.
Yeah.
Because you think about a generator that most of them don't have, maybe 4, 8 max.
Yeah.
Well, there's also a way to set it up. Of course, it's going to cost a little bit more money. Is you can have it to where the generator plugs into one plug, and it will feed your whole house. You just got to get down and turn on the circuit breakers that you want that generator to run.
Ah,
Yeah, each tank runs like 3 to 4 plugs each. And with as many tanks as we have set up now with our betas and stuff that we got, that would be a lot of plugs.
Holly, I don't have a propane. Now, you know those little heaters, the propane gas heaters, but you can't run that in the house.
Yes, you can.
The propane won't like make you high.
No.
Well, I
No.
have those, like the little green bottles that you plug into those heaters.
Yeah.
I could do that. I thought they would. I thought they were bad to be in there with them.
No, no. It'd be just the propane, would be just like if you had your stove running.
Ah, huh. Well, I have those.
My mother said that's how ours is wired, plus we have the wood stove.
Or I could just plug a heater into the generator that'll run the fish room.
That too.
I'd have to go move the tanks that are in the living room into here, though. It smells awful, but it's safe. It smells awful.
Yeah, it does.
My fireplace is not, it's firewood. It's not propane. I don't have propane. The only propane I got is those little green bottles.
Yeah, we have a wood stove, and
Most people, the further north you go, the more propane is still being used.
Mhm.
The further south you go, the less propane's being used.
yeah.
I don't know why. We used to have them big propane. I don't even know what you call them. Big things that were outside that the propane guy would come around and fill them up every now and then.
Yeah, we have those.
But everything's going to, electric. So any new houses that are made or any mobile home, everything is just being made electric. So everybody's getting away from propane.
Yeah.
But propane is good when you don't have electricity.
Yes.
Welcome, Tree 77.
Hey, Tree 77.
My sister said propane tanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, propane tanks. I don't know. I was trying to call it something else. I mean, it's a tank. It's a big freaking tank.
Yeah, they're like really tall.
Peplin, yeah, you have one. Propane is cheaper and dependable. Tank, yeah. I don't know. I think I was trying to say something like a big bullet looking tank. I think is what I was trying to say.
Yeah,
So,
it's like bullet shaped, but it's like on a large.
yeah, like a tube tank, big tube looking tank. Yeah,
Containers.
yeah. I think that's what I was trying to say.
Cylinders. That's what my mother said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Skipper. My remember those little pygmy Cory cats I was telling you that were going up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down the glass. They were acting spastic.
Yeah.
And you told me to put them a hiding place in there, a tube or a little. I put a piece of wood in there that's hollow. Anyway, it's like a hiding place. Once I did that, the next day they were cool. They're staying more on the bottom, just doing their thing on the bottom instead of going up and down, 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 up and down. That
That's
one piece of wood, that one piece of wood made a whole difference.
Yeah.
Crazy.
We have 2 betas out of the ones that we got the other day. 2 betas that have ick right now.
Uh-oh.
Something that was really weird that happened in one of my beta tanks yesterday was I was trying to transfer one of the females to our beta sorority, and I noticed that there was like blue streaks in the water, but there was like no medications in there. There had never been medications in there. So I don't know what was causing those blue streaks in the water. Like it was just like streaks.
Wow.
They were just streaks. They weren't like worms or anything. They were just blue streaks floating around in the water.
That's odd.
Yeah, but they're gone now.
Did you change the water?
Well, the female that was in there actually had ick, so I had to treat her for ick. So I did change the water. She's not in there right now because one of my mother's mustard gas male actually had ick. So they're both in a tank. They're divided, so the female can't get to the male or anything like that.
Right.
But now they're being treated with higher temperatures, not like high.
I'm waiting on this one neon female to get a little older before I put her with that mustard gas male that I've got that came from Greg. She gets just a little bit older. I'm gonna try them together because I want the mustard gas. I want the yellow to be neon. I think that would look awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
And I'm fixing to put a bunch of these females that are older up for sale.
My mother said
I've got 2 males out of the bunch that are still in there with the females, and everybody's doing fine.
Yeah. My mother said that we have 2 Dumbo-eared males. They are beautiful. They really are. We're looking for a Dumbo female, but we can't find. Well, we found one on keepfishkeeping.com, but that'd be expensive because it's $40 shipping, and then it's a $37 fish. So.
No, y'all have a Petco?
Yes, that's where we got some of our betas. That's where we got male betas because
Just wait till
the females.
I think ours gets replenished every Friday, and honestly, that's what I would do. I would just go there and get you a Dumbo female. Make sure it's don't have ick or anything. Feed it up, get it healthy. Like feed it twice a day. Feed it pro.
She's gone.
Yep.
But she's right though, because if you're just starting out with breeding betas and you're looking to get into it to where you want to sell, I would start out with a cheap one until you get it down packed, because you can get into them $40, $50, betas, and then if you don't know what you're doing and one of them dies, then you're out of $50.
Yeah. Our Petco gets their new fish in stock every Thursday. Someone had actually went in and bought all the females from them. So when we went looking for females, we went to 3 different places, and I called 4 places asking if they had female betas. And a lot of them didn't. 3 of them didn't have any females. So there was only one place, and it was like an hour away from us, that actually had females.
Mm.
They had a lot of females. We bought almost all of them. We left like 3 or 4 of them. Some of them didn't look healthy, so we didn't get those ones.
Yeah.
Obviously. And some of them were dead, which wasn't a very nice sight. Like when you're going to buy fish and then you see dead fish, like I wouldn't get one. If it was in a tank that had a dead fish in it, I probably wouldn't get it. Unless like there was a good reason to get it. If it's going like in a tank by itself, then I would like treat it or quarantine it first.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think we went through pretty much all the plants. Amy was going to join us, but I think she's sleeping. All right, bye, Chevy. Thanks for coming. Fantastic Fish Friend said, I got a breeding pair at KG Tropicals now. I'm waiting for them to have 3 fish I like at the same time so I can save on shipping. Yeah, I'm waiting for there to be more breeding pairs on KG Tropicals. Because right now, I don't think there is any. But
I gotta take this.
okay. Myrtle Singh said Hollywood actresses do need their beauty rest. Yeah. Gina French said, what is your favorite aquarium plant right now? It would either be that's it. That's a tough one. I'll tell you my top 3 because I don't necessarily have a favorite one. I would say Amazon Sword would be like number 1. So technically that would be my favorite. Hornwort, it looks nice. My LFS had a full planted tank of hornwort, and it looked like a pine tree forest, which looked really cool. And then Marima moss balls, which would be like plant / algae. But those are like my top 3. But my favorite would be Amazon swords. I just think they're so pretty, and the one I have right there, that one has been growing like crazy. There's actually like on the ends of the Amazon sword leaves, there's actually strings coming off of it. I don't know if that's developing more plants or what, but
Okay. Sorry, I was still just a talking. Didn't know I was out. Okay. Let's
I
see.
finished it for you.
Thank you. Okay. Let me see if I can do this again.
back to the Petco.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to show you the difference in the finnage. Okay, see his fins, how big they are on this, not this one. There we go. Okay, this one is the younger one. This one is the older one. But see how much bigger his fins are?
Yeah.
Okay, he looks kind of raggedy because he's already bred once, but he's not going to breed. This one right here, he's just not going to do it. His fins are too heavy. Now this one, he should, because his fins aren't big enough to weigh him down yet. But this guy he's just not going to. But they are the same thing. They're the
When you
same.
breed your betas, do you keep them in jars?
No, well, okay, so the older males like this guy, I try to find a tank to throw them in. As long as I don't have guppies breeding or whatever, I try to give them a home. But these younger guys, like this one's the ones that I'm breeding, this is what they'll stay in, because this goes up on my beta barracks, which constantly has it's constantly water changing. And I mean, it's just, they go on my beta barracks. It's the biggest it's not the biggest. I have not found anything taller. I can't go any wider, but I can go a little taller. But I think I'm going to have to make it to, but this is what they live in on my beta barracks, which is, it's 32 ounces. So, but the older males.
Yeah. Fish room tour.
Oh, do what?
You should do a video on your fish room tour.
Yeah, I should do. I haven't done like a videoed fish room tour since I first started. But yeah, I don't think in fact, I don't think that I had my beta barracks at that time either. But this guy is the one that I'm trying to breed, the younger one.
Yeah, that would be cool to have.
The beta barrack system. Yeah, Corey already did it. I just copied his, But I mean, sure I could. It's not hard. In fact, it's a very easy system. Now, there are things that I would change about it. Or mine, I would change about mine. The one thing I don't like is it's only 4 inches wide. So whatever I find to put up there can only be 4 inches wide. Like these right here, 4 inches wide. But I can go taller. So if I had a cylinder that was 4 inches but was taller, would be great. Another thing I don't like is it can only hold so much weight. And I don't know what that weight is. And so I'm always scared that I'm going to put too much on it and I'm going to come in here one day and it's all going to be down. So that's another thing I don't like about it. But for temporary use and for my first beta barracks, I mean, it works good enough. It gets me, especially the grow outs. When it comes to a point that I got to separate them, it's great. It works really good for them. For these guys that I breed and that, need tanks to live in, like to grow out forever now, or my old.
And she's frozen again. Well, I'm going to grab something that I wanted to show. I'll be right back.
Okay. I'd like to get some of them. They got black samurai betas on KG Tropicals. I'd like to get them ones.
Yeah, those are pretty. I've seen them. So, my sister drew/painted this. It's like a 2-part thing where like you line them up and it makes one picture, but then like you could separate them. And it's really pretty. Like there's fish, there's a half a boat on this side, there's a crab and some coral at the bottom, and then on this side I like to call it an emerald crab at the bottom.
Yeah.
It annoys her because she hates how much I talk fish. But because she drew this because she knows I like fish, and she just drew what she would classify as fish and crabs and plants. But then I'm like naming all these things like rainbow fish and stuff when she's drawing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it annoys her, but it's fine.
Who did you just leave up?
I don't know. I wonder who Hi is. Deborah Sanders said at Brienne's Fish Fam, have you checked out Aquahuna for betas? The shipping fee is $13, and if you put Aquarium Co-op as a code, you get 5% off. Okay, I'll remember that. I've heard of Aquahuna. I've just never ordered from them. I haven't ordered from a lot of places, but eventually I will. Because
I've never heard of them. I'm going to have to write that down.
Yeah, I'm taking a picture of what she said. Well, if my camera will focus. Just so I remember. There we go. That's interesting. I've heard of Aquahuna. I was looking on Amazon for something, and then there was cherry shrimp from Aquahuna on there, which was interesting. I'm going to put these back. There we go. I really don't know who Hi is.
Yeah, I was going to say if that was me, I did the same thing.
Yeah. I I added them just because I didn't know if they were going to, turn their camera on or say something. But Herp Diversity, welcome. And I Hate Stupid People's Tank Drive, welcome. Herp Diversity said Aquahuna is a great place. I've bought from them. Gina French also said Aquahuna is a good place. They are the cheapest place to buy fish from. Peplin said, I just ordered from them. Everything came in great. Deborah Sanders said, I ordered cherry shrimp and ember tetras from them. Arrived alive and still doing great after a month. Geek Boy said, Aquahuna is where Aquarium Co-op gets many of their fish. Mariddle Singh said, could it have been Jess? I don't think Jess would put her name as Hi. I mean, I get it if she put her name as Hi, and then she came on with her camera and mic off, and then her internet went out again. But I don't think it's Jess. Jess will probably be back with her name. Fantastic Fish Friend said limited stock on betas right now. Oh, Olivia said, Hi was my friend. Okay.
She accidentally joined.
Oh, she accidentally joined. Well, then she should accidentally leave if she accidentally joined.
You can actually make that. There's a way, if you go into the picture, you can do it for them if they don't know how.
Welcome, Papa Shrimp Aquatics. Danikin said, hello, Herp. We got your stickers and mailed off, my friend. I sent your stickers out yesterday, Danikin. I think it was yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday. And welcome, Kevin Leong.
Yeah, I received your sticker, I think. Yesterday I got it. Thank you.
You're welcome. Currently working on getting more stickers. What am I trying to say? A lot of people requested them in the first few days.
They will.
Yeah, I was sending out, I think I sent out 25 or probably 30 by now. But things have kind of slowed down. I'm not sending out as many. But I know I sat down one day and filled out a good 15 envelopes one day. Which, I mean, it doesn't sound like a whole lot like 15 envelopes, but when you're writing a different thing on each envelope,
Yeah.
and then filling out their address and your return address and stuff on every single envelope and then stamping it, it gets a lot. But the first time I sent out stickers was actually the first day I got them. I sent out 3 stickers, and I sat down for like 30 minutes because it was like so special to send out 3 envelopes. Mm-hmm. But I never stamped that many envelopes one day, the day after I got them. Like, I had never stamped that many envelopes. This is my cat, Fluffy.
Cool kitty.
Yeah, she doesn't like being on camera. Yet she is probably the most annoying cat when it comes to live streaming, because whenever I start live streaming, she starts scratching at my door and then meowing and stuff.
Yeah.
Welcome, Jeffrey Watts.
I hope he gets his power back soon. Holy cow.
Jeffrey Watts said, hey all, sneaking in from my tablet, been out of power for 30 plus hours, gotta do some positive, so I am here for a few. Welcome back, Jess.
It's getting aggravating.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna end in like a few minutes, just because we kind of run out of things to talk about, but not really.
I was going to show you my mustard gas that Greg gave me.
Can you not find them?
No, if my internet will hang on.
Yeah, because you'll like be mid sentence and then.
Yeah. Let me see. This him. No, that's not him.
I think it'd be cool to have a beta barrack.
Here he is.
Papa Shrimp Aquatics said the magnet Jadrin Aquatics sends out with his orders is pretty cool. I think I want some for my channel now.
Okay. He is blue or like navy, and let's see if I can get him in the picture. Let me see it. Come on, dude, move down. There we go.
Well, that's pretty.
Well, I could probably put him in a different cup and show him off better. There we go. It's a little bit better. There we go.
Yeah, that's nice.
Pretty.
Move around a little bit. Move around a little bit. There we go. There we go. Now he's showing some finish.
Oh, that's a very pretty beta.
He's the one that I want to breed to a neon.
Ah.
And so I'm hoping that color in him will come out neon. I'm going to try it anyway.
Yeah.
Hey, Rob.
Aquarium room. Welcome.
Deborah Sanders. Hello, hello. How are you today?
Everybody's saying he looks good.
Yeah, he's pretty. I just wish my camera or the camera would show him because he's absolutely gorgeous. Not really showing him off real well, but
You had a glare from your
yeah,
light on your left.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to get my phone to connect to StreamYard so I can show the mustard gas that we have.
Yeah, I have not had time to go back and look. Honestly, I've been asleep for I think like the last 24 hours.
Wow.
After my stream yesterday that I was falling asleep on at the end, I crashed and I think I got up for the first time at 3 this morning. And then went back to sleep and then was up again at 5 and then was back to sleep. So I got up and stayed up, I think around 6. But I was out. I stayed up for 24 hours, I guess Monday night into all day Monday and then till Tuesday morning after my stream.
My mother said we got a gorgeous black and yellow one. I wanted to breed with the yellow glow beta.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. The mustard gas has ick right now, but one of our jumbos actually made a bubble nest.
Cool.
So
a lot of times when you bring them home from the store, they'll go ahead and build a bubble nest. But oh my gosh.
What?
Another 5 to 7 inches.
Here, let me get this.
Earth diversity. What's going on? Kevin Leon, what's going on? My male still has not ran, Kevin. So
Here, let me get this
waiting
here before your internet decides to cut out again. So I'm going to go to the other room and show the betas. So I'll be right back.
Deborah, she lives up in Tennessee.
Okay, so I don't know if I can get a good view of them, but this is their little treatment tank.
Their hospital
They're
tank.
here. Yeah. There he is.
No, he's nice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then this is the female that is also on treatment. And I'm gonna go and try and find some other betas to show. Out here, this is our kitchen. This is my sister's beta.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm gonna go one at a time. So here's the beta sorority. There's a red dragon right there. And then back here there is a crown tail, a blue crown tail, and another red dragon. And
Ooh.
it's planted with the best amount of spare plants we have.
Yeah.
This is the red veil tail that
Look at him flaring at you.
flaring. That's a female that we tried to breed.
Okay.
And looking at her now, she's got some fuzzy on her tail. That doesn't look too good, but
Now is it gonna? Is it?
maybe it's FINRA. I don't know. If you look at it,
Yeah. I see a dot of something.
Yeah, there's
a 2,
white-
3 dot 4. I would give her some ick medicine. Because I see dots, not fuzz.
yeah, there's a little fuzz on her tail, but there's lots of dots.
I think I'd give her some.
Yeah, that's what I'll probably do this afternoon. Well, after the stream.
Yeah.
That's the male that we tried to breed that female with. This is my mother's Dumbo.
Can they see through to each other?
Yeah.
Yes, they can.
Okay. If somehow the males, if you can make it so the males cannot see each other, while you're feeding them and getting them well, that may help them come back to building a bubble nest, because when they can see each other, it's kind of like they get used to it, and therefore they don't think that they need to go build a bubble nest.
Okay. I showed that one. That's my sister's.
Oh, I see.
And
You
then
got
this
those
is
spiders. Okay.
That's the Dumbo that we're breeding with that.
Oh, he's pretty. He's so pretty.
Yeah. I turned the light on, so they're kind of more active right now. And under there, that's his bubble nest.
Now let me see her again. Oh, she looks eggy. Had they tried to wrap it all? And he's letting her go.
I haven't been watching them the past hour or so, but
Bree, the only problem I see with that, and it's a pretty big problem, is you got way too much water in that tank. They need to, if you're going to breed them, you only need 3 to 4 inches of water in there.
okay.
Because the male, they can't, it's too much to try to get the eggs back up to the nests.
Okay, so I'll drain the water after the live stream.
And it won't hurt the other ones to be in a smaller amount of water, but yeah, the ones that you have breeding, they need to drop that water down to 3 to 4 inches and make sure that your temp is up to about 82.
Okay.
That helps bring them into wanting to breed more.
Yeah, so now I'm going to show my betas that are in my room that I got. So over here, there's what is called a baby boy.
A what, baby boy?
That one right there.
Yeah. Oh, he's coming.
Yeah,
to
baby
see.
boy.
It didn't say what kind he was. It just said baby boy.
Yeah, those are my guppies. Yeah, it just said baby boy. Those are my guppies. Over here. Just a minute.
Monster Fish
Let
Gal.
me grab a light.
Lori.
Grabbing a light
Greg said
real quick.
raise the temp to 86, but I don't raise the temp to 86 until I've got eggs. So, but that, everybody does it a little different.
Yeah. This is my crown tail male. Hold on.
He's got pretty color.
Yeah, this is a blue crown tail female. And I believe those are the only betas that I have. Well, those are the new betas that I have because one of them had to get transferred. And because I don't have the remote with me, I can't turn on the light to this tank, but that's the, oh, hold on, there. That's the crown tail samurai female that I tried to breed with my original male. But the male ended up not making it after she bit his tail off. But I'm gonna exit solo layout. Hold on just a minute. I have to put this light back and then
She got kicked again.
yeah, she keeps getting kicked. 1 second.
Okay, I'm back now. So those are the betas, and I said I was going to shut it down like 10 minutes ago. But I think I might shut it down now because, I don't know, I feel like we ran out of things to talk about. Welcome, Alouette Sox. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna shut it down now. Thank you, everybody, for coming. What size tank and what dividers are you using? For the males, well, the female sorority is a 10-gallon tank that has dividers in it. I think they're Penplex dividers or top fin dividers, something like that. And they were 20-gallon dividers and stuff, but they were just cut. So, well, thank you all for coming, and thank you, Skippers, for coming up. Thank you, Kenny E., for coming, and thank you, Jess, for coming. And Jess said, I seen most of them, Bree. Thanks for showing. Yep, you're welcome. And welcome and goodbye, the Carver family. So thank you all for coming, and I hope you all have a great day.